Let's take a look at how and why you open your Common App early for the 2027 academic application year. So to get started, you would go right to commonapp.org, click Create an Account right over here, select First Year Student, especially if you're a high school student looking to enter college next fall. You would put your email address. It would be important to use your school email because many times your transcripts and your recommendations are uploaded through the Common App based on your email or the system such as Naviance that your high school might be using. You can always change it if your guidance counselor tells you no, you can use your private email. Creating the password is pretty extensive and difficult. And then you'll select Planning to Start College in 2027. You'll go on and answer all the basic questions, including clicking right here and adding your address, because it will not create an account without you putting your address in. You'll answer questions whether you are in the EU or one of these states. Most US students would select no. If you'd like to receive communications, that's up to you. And then you click and create the account. Once you create the account, I'm going to go back and show you inside with one of my fake accounts. Once you create your account, make sure you save it, the username and the password. The username is usually always the email. And you can log back in and start working on your application. Many guidance counselors and or other professionals might tell you it's too early. Right now, we're talking early March 2026. It's not too early. So there's a lot you can get done in here, and it's very helpful to get your application done early because you get to see what is showing above the water on your application. It also helps inform you on what type of topics you could be talking about when it comes to your primary essay as well. So it's great. To get started early. There are some other reasons you might. When you come over here to the college section, you can add colleges right here. You might want to add your state university or something of that nature, or your top colleges. Here's why. Colleges that care about your interest in them, it's called demonstrated interest points or DI points, will notice that you, number one, opened the Common App early, number two, placed them on your list. So they will not know other colleges that you placed on your list. They will know that they've been placed on the list. So do that. However, when you look in the college sections, there's really interesting information in here. It'll tell you the deadlines, but the deadlines there are the deadlines from the last season. Most schools are not going to change those deadlines, so it gives you an idea of what would be available at that school. And under application information, you can also see their standardized test policy. Remember, that can change August 1st when the Common App rolls over. They also have all their questions in here. There's no need to touch this until after August 1st. Any information you put in here will disappear after August 1st. Where you should be focused is right here in the body of the Common Application. So it starts with the profile section, and I would say get your basic information in here, including your address and contact details. I would suggest using your cell phone number later on. You can allow colleges to text you, which will make your life much easier. So you can just put that in and know home, phone number, and move on and answer the questions here. They're pretty straightforward. So I would get as many questions done as you can. You can go over them with your guidance later on if you're working with a professional or one of us at Pivotal College Years or college advisors. New England, then we'll go over your questions and make sure that they're answered properly and in the way that we'd like. Get your family in here. You can put mom and dad and siblings. They will ask about the colleges they've graduated from. You'll get to learn something about your parents. And also, it does help with colleges that look at legacy as part of why they might admit you. Go down to the education section, and you would put your high school in there. You can grades such as GPA, class rank, and class size. Usually, you will not have that information at least until the end of 11th grade, or most likely until September as you're entering as a senior. So, just an FYI, current courses mean 12th grade courses. So if you're not sure or guaranteed to have those courses, just wait. If you know you're getting the courses you selected, you can put them in there. Remember, you want to put them from hardest to least hardest in here and indicate if they're a full year, half year, semester, etc. In the honors section, you have to select yes to be able to put any honors in here. You have up to 5 that you can list in here. And they would be things like AP Scholar with honors, AP Scholar. That's if you've taken an AP Scholar as someone that's taken at least 3 AP exams with a 3 or above in each one of them. If you are an AP Scholar, you will get an email from College Board in July. So do not list this unless you see that email. You might be on the National Honor Society. You might have taken the biliteracy seal for a particular language in your state. You might be in an English or historical National Honor Society or foreign language. In 11th grade, many students might get a book award, receive a book award from their school. You would list that as well. So I would get those in there. And if you are listing honor roll or highest honors as something you have achieved in the honor section, clear it with your guidance so that you make sure you know which years and which quarters that you've made it. Don't guess, is what I'm trying to tell you. Future plans, you can talk about what you'd like to be in the future. So if you're going for pre-law, but you anticipate going for a law degree, you can put that here. Also, there are some strategies for certain schools. You might be applying for different programs, so you can change future plans for every single college out there that you're applying to. In the testing section, you can list SAT exams, or you can list ACT exams, AP exams, whatever you think that you'll be taking and disclosing. You do not have to disclose every exam. Such as in the SAT, you might do a super score, so give them a score on one test for math and you got higher on a different test for English. That's okay to do. And then some schools you might suppress the SATs altogether and go test optional. You can do that. AP exams, you should list them in here with the scores. If you are stating that you are an AP scholar, then you must put the tests on here that got you that status. Therefore, if you got a 3 in AB calculus, you must list it because you are an AP scholar. So many times I hear students talk about, oh, I shouldn't list that because a 3 isn't good. 3 is passing and it is good and it is what got you the AP scholar, so you need to put it on there. Moving on to the activity section. This is the about 30% of your application. So you'll select, yes, I want to report the activities that I do, and you can put in up to 10 activities here. You should put them in order of importance to you. So what you cannot imagine your high school career being without. And you get only so many characters for listing the position here. You get 50 characters, and then the organizational name, as well as the description. You get 150 characters to describe what you do. So you have to be quantitative and qualitative. You really want to show some action in this section because you're limited with characteristics. And yes, you can use abbreviations as well, as long as they are nationally recognized. You will list if the activity, what grades you've done that, if it's during school, during break, or all year, average hours and weeks over your school year that you do this. And I would say you would select, do I intend to participate in something similar while in college? I would suggest you pick 30 to 40%. That means 3 or 4 activities as yes. Don't say no to everything. Don't say yes to everything. So pick the activities that are important to you. And just because you pick basketball here doesn't mean you're going to play Division I basketball. It might mean you want to be on an intramurals team or a club team. So get these filled out. If you have more than 10 activities, I will show you in a moment where you can put those. And most colleges later on will ask you to upload a resume anyways, so those additional activities could live on that resume. Over here, if you do 4 or more hours of these activities below, then you should select them. Please read it carefully and make sure it's accurate. Here is the writing section. So this gives you the prompts for the primary essay. You can see that the maximum word limit is 650. There are 7 prompts. They are not due to change this year. And you would place your essay in here after you fully edited it and not used AI. In additional information section, this is where I was talking about, you could talk about special circumstances here, such as maybe if you were sick or injured, or that you have a learning disability or challenge. You might want to talk about that here. In this section, you can list additional activities you could that you put in here. You could put a video of you in action, additional awards that you couldn't fit in. So it's a place for things that you might want to talk about or share, such as a graded research paper as well. In the course section over here, do not touch this until after August 1st. Your colleges will notify you in this section whether or not you have to enter all of your courses and grades for high school. I would also encourage you to look at the settings and pick an avatar over here so that you can express yourself, and you can pick a color as well. You can save it. Okay, so good luck with that. Remember, use your school email unless your guidance counselor tells you not to.